Elements are one type of pure substance and compounds are the other type of pure substance. Compounds are made of two or more elements which are chemically combined in an unchanging ratio. Compounds can be broken down by chemical reactions to form other substances. All compounds have chemical formulas which give the elements that comprise the compound and the number of atoms in a molecule. Let's look at what a molecule is. A molecule is a substance made of two or more atoms that are bonded together. A bond is like a chemical glue based on forces. This model shows atoms as spheres and the bonds as sticks between the atoms. Chemists often color code models of molecules with carbon as always black, hydrogen as white, and oxygen red. In this molecule, there are 6 carbon atoms, 14 hydrogen atoms, and 1 oxygen atom. Thus, we see its formula is capital C subscript 6, capital H subscript 14, capital O. We do not use subscripts of 1 in chemical formulas. The name of this chemical is 2-hexanol, and it is a type of alcohol. There are approximately 100 elements, but there are tens of millions of chemical compounds. What chemical compounds do you know? Pause the video for a few seconds to come up with some of the compounds you know. Here are a handful of chemicals in our everyday life that I came up with. Water with a chemical formula of capital H subscript 2, capital O. So there are 2 hydrogen atoms and 1 oxygen atom in each molecule of water. Hydrogen peroxide with a formula of capital H subscript 2, capital O subscript 2, meaning there are 2 hydrogen atoms and 2 oxygen atoms in each molecule. Notice that the difference between a water molecule and a hydrogen peroxide molecule is only 1 oxygen atom. But that makes the difference between a chemical that is absolutely necessary for life as we know it and a chemical that is poisonous to life as we know it. The formula for carbon dioxide is capital C, capital O subscript 2. The next 2 chemicals on the slide are organic chemicals because they have a significant amount of carbon and hydrogen. Glucose, capital C subscript 6, capital H subscript 12, capital O subscript 6, is also known as blood sugar. Sucrose, capital C subscript 12, capital H subscript 22, capital O subscript 11, is also known as table sugar. If a chemical formula exists for a substance and there's more than 1 element in that chemical formula, the chemical is a compound. Take a look at these pure substances and identify each as an element or a compound. Pause the video a few seconds to do this. The easiest way to answer this is to look on the periodic table. If a name is not on the periodic table, the substance is not an element. Sodium chloride is a compound made of sodium and chloride, also known as table salt. Sodium is an element with a symbol capital N lowercase a, and tin is also an element with symbol capital S lowercase n. Ethanol is an organic compound and its formula is listed here, capital C subscript 2, capital H subscript 5, capital O, capital H.